This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Philippines, good evening. Naimbag nga rabi, masantos yung salabin si kayo amin. Marahay na banggi sa Indugapos, maupay nga gabi, haiyo nga tanan dida. Maradyaw na duyom sa idyo kurot. Bismillah rahmanirrahim, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Maayong may gabi sa Tibok Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, up to Philippines, Sabah. Ako po si Eric Espina at ito po ang inyong nag-iisang republika. Ano ho ba ang mga hamon sa pagpasok sa pagiging pare? Ano ang mga tukso? Ano ang mga kahinaan? Ano ang nagpapalakas sa buhay espiritual ng isang alagad ng Diyos? Meron tayong mga nababasa dahil nga hindi perfecto ang sangkatauhan kahit sila pa ay nakasuot ng puti. Subalit, tayo siguro kailangan maunawaan din natin na katulad din natin sila sa isang bahagi sa kanilang pamumuhay. Para lalo nating maunawaan kung ano itong mga bagay na ito, ay nandito po upang kausapin tayo si Archbishop Oscar Cruz at ang titulo po ng ating pag-uusapan, Priesthood, Life and Challenges. Welcome po.
Thank you po.
Thank you. I will not delve into previous issues about the challenges and the faults of certain priests or certain officials of the priest, but maybe we can understand better. How is it and how does even priesthood become part of you in terms of given the human weaknesses? And how are you able to be victorious over it?
A good question. And the first thing that came to my mind as an answer is that when someone, a boy or a young man, gets the feeling of wanting to be a priest, and please don't ask me why he gets that feeling because
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know. My experience was that when I saw a priest once kneeling down, I said, I would like to become like that. And
Okay.
that was supposed to be the start of my vocation. There were no angels singing.
Okay. Okay.
There were, I just saw a priest kneeling down and I said, I'd like to be one day. Okay. So we undergo a good amount of formation, and for years and years, the minimum is 12 years. 12 years formation. And in those 12 years, little by little, we are told what is a priest, what is expected of him, what may he do, what must he do, what may he not do, etc., etc. But sad to say, but it is a reality. After all those formation years, which we call, some of us still break apart, no, so to speak.
Yes, yes.
Some of us give in to the call of the flesh or the attraction for money or the
Fame.
fame and also of power, because some of us even become mayors, governors, etc., etc., no? In short, to answer you briefly, I think there is more than enough formational time and effort given to anybody who'd like to become a priest. But at the same time, evil is alive. Evil is alive. And once I even thought that even in the time of Christ, he only had 12 apostles, and one of them proved to be a Judas. No?
Yes, yes.
So I thought it is in substance the same, no?
Yes.
The church, yes, by and large, it's doing well, etc. But here and there, you come across these scandals,
Yes.
etc., etc. Which in a way is also good, because the pride of being a priest is cancelled in a way. Because when one of us fall like that, then we realize that we are human beings just like everybody else, you know. And we should not be so proud that we are priests, etc., etc., etc. By the way, before I forget, according to the books of the church, the laws
Yes.
and the teaching, the priest has 3 rights and 30 obligations. So, 3 yung kanyang karapatan at 30 yung kanyang tungkulin.
Yes.
What are these rights? The right to be able to live, to have food, shelter, clothing. The right to have medical attention when sick. And the right to be buried when life has gone. And the 30 and the 30 obligations, it starts with obedience, chastity, ministry, etc., etc. You name it, it's
Poverty, ganun.
there. Yeah. You name it, it's there.
Yeah.
So, ang tingin ko naman, mayroong mga pare na nagiging santo, no? They become really saints. Meron mga iba sa amin na talagang wala, parang kasapi ng masamang espiritu, so to speak.
How crucial is the starting point? I mean, in short, motive for joining the priesthood.
It's good you ask this. The motive for joining the priesthood is something which is not wanted because of something else.
Yes.
It is not a means
To an end.
to an end.
Yes.
It's a way of life.
Yes. It's a calling.
It's a calling.
Yeah.
It is a modus vivendi. They call it modus vivendi, the
Yes.
way of living,
Yes.
etc., etc. But it is not a profession. It is a vocation.
Yes.
And precisely because you are expected to be so much, and yet you deliver little, if not, you do not deliver at all, then that becomes really a liability for the church. And the priest himself becomes a shame for the church. And it happens.
Yes.
It happens.
Yeah.
Frankly, sometimes I myself, I ponder, I think and ask myself, bakit nangyayari ito sa simbahan? No? Si Kristo, andyan na, siya na ang haligi ng simbahan, siya na ang kinatawan ng kaparian, etc., etc. Bakit meron pa sa amin mga paring nagkakamali? At ang pagkakamali, malalaki.
Or officials of the church pa. Oo.
And sometimes it goes as high as it could be. No?
Yes.
But, there is one thing I'd like to, now that I have somehow dug into this dirt, garbage, so to speak. It's amazing that the church is, from the time it has been founded, it's more than 2,000 years old.
Yes.
And it's still there. The churchmen, maybe some of us, as I said, we go wayward, no?
Yes, yes.
Some of us. But the church herself, no. It's there. It's there. And so many people have been angry with the church, and I do not blame them.
Yes, yes.
They are mad, and they would like the church to be out. Oh, come on, get out. You're a pest, or you're a how do you call that? A killjoy, etc. And the church is still there.
Yes.
So one thing is the church, which is one holy and apostolic,
Yes.
and one thing is the churchmen, some of whom are victims of evil.
Okay.
That is so far what I can say.
Are there candidates for priesthood who are able to embark and become really priests for the wrong reasons, even from the very beginning? I ask that because there are some that may be very poor and they decide, I want to be a priest because I don't have to worry about my food and my shelter. And
Oh, you struck there a very, very signal point. Huh? By and large, for every 100 young men who enter the seminary, only 9 or 8 of them become priests. The others fall out of the way, so to speak. They leave for one reason or another.
yes.
Because you cannot bear the life in the seminary unless there is really something in you that is just telling you to stay, etc.,
Yes.
etc. Minsan, merong puwersa eh.
Oo.
Pagkat nung araw, ako natatandaan ko, my mother became very angry because the food in the seminary was so little. So I became dizzy and fell
Yes,
from
yes.
the stairs.
Yes, yes.
And my mama was very angry. No more priesthood, no more
Yes,
priesthood.
yes.
And then she brought me home. I stayed home for a couple of months. But after I recovered, I said I would like to come back. And they said, okay. So those things happen, no? But as I said, marami ang aplikante, pagpapare, maraming seminarista. Pero of every 100, 8 or 9 are the only ones who become priests. And even in those 8 and 9, it's possible that 1 or 2 might fall, might give in to the temptation of evil and the world and the flesh. It's a pity, but that is the truth.
Okay, we're going to pause for a few reminders. When we come back, is there some process, pre-selection, like in Australia, where I don't know the exact terminologies, but a predisposition to a certain way of acting removes you as a candidate for priesthood, no? I think there is in every country there is I don't know, you call it an edict, you call it a ruling regarding the machismo of the person. No? In Australia it's different, here in the Philippines it's different. When we return.